Thanks, guys.
Late.
I'm done with today.
Oh, it's done that thing again. Oh no. We are live. Buster.
I totally botched this one up, but let's give it a go. It's true level bitch, but acoustic, so I gotta change a couple things. There might be a little bit of fan in the background, but oh, this is good. I didn't realize this. Just found it out.
I have enough confidence in the things that I know. I have enough wisdom to see the logic will be shown. We are in a war that's in the mind for all to face. Choices will be made. You can choose to let your mind running away. You might think that you're right. It's not what you say. Everybody knows that you're wrong. You better watch your step. There are things in this world that are objectively true. But in the end you find we're all looking for the truth. Don't get caught in the matrix of all of these fakers. Society's spinning, and I'm just here living on the ground. Self-evident reason, deductions and conclusions, logically thinking, and the fools are running away. You're flipping over backwards to show me where you think you are. Your model dictates that you never see too far. Shrinking in the distance, you can do fuck all with an angle, and the fools are running away.
And we are live. Welcome everybody. It's Thursday. Is that working okay? Sorry about the sound. I'm gonna have to sort that. I've got a massive list of Buster songs, and sometimes I don't see that one from the night before. I'll have to remember to put it on the click it off the night before. Okay, welcome everybody. It's Euclid night, Thursday. Tonight's the one I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. But I would be able to say, I think I'm just going to have to check it because I've just had the confirmation from I Can Science that. And he has said, he sent me a StreamYard invite. And he has it for 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, which is 11 p.m. your time, 8 hours ahead of me, I think. That is tomorrow, is it right? I have it for 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be 11 your time.
Tomorrow. Yeah. We're not like a day different or anything.
No.
Tomorrow is the same as my tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, yes, tomorrow at 11 p.m., Bev, try thinking, will be on I Can Science That channel. Sciencing the shit out of water level, I think. I think he said science, the scientific consensus doesn't think water level is a horizontal plane. I think that's what it is. So I presume that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Strangely enough, tonight's one's titled Do Solid Geometry Proofs Apply in Reality? Which is, I guess, what we're going to be going over tomorrow. So I don't want to give too much away like we usually do. So I'm guessing we have to talk about a Euclidean proof, because I think the Euclidean proof of the shared straight line segment, which I went over with I Can Science That, I guess we could go over that again, it's a solid geometric proof. 11 p.m. GMT Friday. Thank you very much, Emma. Yeah, good. So tomorrow night, 11 p.m. I will be doing the Free for All Friday, so that will still go on, probably for around about 3 hours, up until 11 o'clock, and then I'll be going over to I Can Science That to go and have a chat. You saying he's not getting posted? I think YouTube and Discord and everything's getting a bit funny at the minute.
YouTube now even censors things before anyone with a wrench sees it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really take much notice of the YouTube myself, because I think I've lost faith in it. It is just a little bit of a vehicle so other people can listen to what we're saying, really. I mean, don't know what it was to start off with. I think we were talking about it earlier, weren't we, Kevin? That everybody's fragmented off into little smaller and smaller groups.
Yeah, definitely.
I get the feeling that all of the social media just aids that sort of thing.
It does. Pits everybody against one another in one way or another.
Yeah. Censorship everywhere. Okay, I'll try to be on there. If there's any kinks to work out. Go on, sorry.
You guys hear that James Webb has been permanently damaged?
No.
You haven't heard that? Yeah, that
Oh, dear.
$4 billion telescope, whatever it is, been permanently damaged. I guess that might have something to do with people looking into the forensics of the photos and finding they're all done through Photoshop. I mean, that's maybe why it got damaged, I'm guessing.
It was taking a bit of heat on social media, I think. But
Oh, yeah.
just pictures, in it.
Just pictures. $4 billion.
Oh yeah. Is anybody else there? Right? Because he's asking 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, which is 11 p.m. Our time, because it's 8 p.m. now. I'm taking it over in Pacific. Is it 12 o'clock over there now? Pacific time?
No, it's 12. Yeah, 12 in the
Yeah, it's
afternoon.
12 Pacific. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
Well, that's 11 p.m. is the correct time. Yes, I can science that. Thank you. Yep. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. have a conversation about the only bone of contention, the scientific consensus of the water level. Now, I'm not too sure which scientific consensus we're talking about. Because I've found it a little bit strange, some of the conversations that we've been having recently. And we did go over the video, didn't we? We went over the water level and the differences. And how some people can't see the difference between a straight line and a curved line. Which is part of the tonight's show, is do solid geometry proofs apply in reality? Because Euclid goes from the two-dimensional plane, which we've done quite a lot of work on, you know, the foundations of that, and develops it into solid geometry, 3D, where planes, and you get perpendicular planes and parallel planes. And there's a load of proofs within Euclidean geometry to support that. But it seems as though the Euclidean proof that we set out for the shared straight line segment, some people think that that could curve as well. Can we get that channel plug in the YouTube for everybody? You'll have to remember to send us that tomorrow, and I'll put it out just before we go over there.
I've subscribed to it, so if you remind me tomorrow, I can post it again and again.
Can you just post it in the YouTube chat now for us, for everybody? So this chat Emma's going to put in there is the chat that we're going to go and have a chat with tomorrow. I can science that. We're going to go and science the shit out of level. Because we have been practicing. We've been practicing. Doing a lot of work on level. I'm not too sure whether anybody's focused on it as much as we have. And if there is somebody who has, let us know. Go and have a chat with them.
10 years ago, did you ever envision yourself having to explain level and straight to people? Ever see yourself doing this?
Straight lines. I've never thought. I mean, it happened 2 or 3 years ago when we were having conversations for 4 hours with people about a straight line. With adults, right?
Yeah.
It does get a little bit strange. I said back then, I never thought I'd get to the age of 45, 50, you know, and be talking to adults about straight lines.
It's hard to believe.
Mm-hmm. And there's still people who can't tell the difference. They don't know the difference.
And Brenda demonstrated that yesterday.
It is a very strange concept. Go on, sorry.
I was going to say that's where people have a problem with the logic, because at its base, you're trying to eliminate a contradiction. And how do you eliminate contradiction when you're arguing for the contradiction?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Curved and straight are two very distinct things. One can't be the other.
I don't think they can see the contradiction, though, right? Once you've entered that exploded logic mind, they seem to not be able to see the contradiction. It just disappears. And that's half of the conversation we've been having is, how do you deal with that when there's somebody who literally can't see a contradiction that you can? I'm
So I
guessing it
think
goes both ways.
Yeah. But I think it's a little bit of a misnomer, exploded logic, because there's no logic there, in my opinion.
Yeah. But to them it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's at what point do you stop that chain of communication once you realize it's not going to go anywhere? When, how do you deal with that? We've been trying to ask how do they do it? I mean, a lot of people have told me that level is curved, and there's a lot of people still tell me that a lot of people have told me that level is curved, but not one person has ever come up with one shred of logical proof, geometric proof, or mathematical proof. There's just nothing there other than a lot of people telling me something.
Yeah, how could it be done?
Well, I don't know.
If
Nobody's
level
ever
means
told us.
it can't be curved.
Not logically, for me anyway.
That's why the identity's there. That's why you give the word curve, and straight.
Yeah, it goes down to the basics of logic. I think most of this stuff can be sorted with Aristotle.
Yeah. Well, that's why the things are laid out with the grammar, logic, and rhetoric. I mean, the grammar was meant to lay out the rules, the framework for how words are formed, the meanings. And then the logic is to eliminate contradictions within the use of grammar.
Yeah, I like that. Eliminating contradictions. Because I think that's
true,
what it
Buster.
is. Yeah.
Why would there be two words, circle and straight, if they're both the same thing? Or curved and straight, sorry. And when I brought up that machinist level yesterday and I said it was more accurate, I didn't mean more accurate. I should have said more sensitive. That was the wrong word to use.
No, I think more accurate would be that would be a good saying, right? It's able to reach better standards of accuracy.
Yeah.
So more accurate is yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, after I said it, I said I should have said more sensitive. But yeah, they're both true.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be over critical of your words, can't you? When you think about it. But I mean, that's good. Showing that you want to be as precise as you can with your words. You want to pick the right words to use.
Yeah, you want people to see the proper picture.
Yeah. So, when we talk about the geometric proofs, specifically the proofs that we're talking about, when we say about a water level, and can it be applied to the geometric proofs that you can do? That's, I guess, that's going to be the question that people are asking. Tomorrow, specifically, I think. It's going to get me to prove or try and prove something that we just used a tool that establishes a horizontal plane to prove a Euclidean geometric proof. I'll have to get all of this set up for tomorrow, so I've been a bit behind. But yeah, if you can make a geometric proof and relate that to reality, pretty much like Pythagoras, right? You can do a geometric proof of 3, 4, 5 triangle on a piece of paper, and you'd prove your right angle. Now, does that apply to reality? Can you use those principles that you use in geometry to relate that directly to reality? I'm of the opinion, yes. Other people may not. some people may think that, well, mathematics and geometry, that's just a construct, that you can't apply that construct to reality. I've heard a lot of people say that. But to me, that's the whole purpose of a proof. A proof is that you can do it in reality, to be able to prove that what you're saying, especially geometric. So let me see if we can get a I don't know. What do you reckon? What should we do? I don't know what to do now, because if I'm going to be going over this today, then it'll be no point me going over it tomorrow, and he'll say he knows what I'm going to do. I'd rather do it to somebody who it makes stuff. I mean, what does everyone want to do today then? Where can we go? Rather
we
than
got many places.
Rather than doing it, let me see what else we've got then. I think we had a little bit of a conversation with Effie Dogma this morning, which is a good conversation. Going along with the tangents, I guess. Oh, and Betty as well. Okay, now, well, this one. We'll go over this one first. F.E. Dogma. We was talking about his 2 tangent points on A and B. And him admitting that he put a tangent point on A and B. And I asked him that he's being a bit dishonest, because I think he's admitted to put 2 tangent points on the same straight line. And he says, because I think this is going to be a genuine theme that they're going to go for. When one uses your definition of a straight level line, it's my straight level line, and plots those elevations, I don't know what he's talking about there, on a graph with an x as horizontal, like a standard graph, everybody knows, that slab is a curved surface with a 4-foot difference in elevation. I'll put this up again. This is a blue marble elevation, globe elevation. Plain and simple, those LIGO blueprint elevations, not they're as built, aren't they? Do not support your model of a level line. So I think we have to go over that. Dogma there is saying that they are the blueprint elevations. Has anybody ever heard that before? Because I've never heard that before. I heard as built from Blue Marble. And then FB Dogma says, all I did was use the surveyor's definition of a level line curving down from the horizontal. And those same elevations are a straight line with an accuracy of less than an inch. So instead of using a horizontal x-axis, FE Dogma's used a curving level line that he thinks surveyors use. It says, and yes, the northwest arm is tangent to the end station elevation, and the southwest arm is tangent to the corner station. So he's got a tangent at the corner station, and a tangent at the end station.
Double tangent.
It's got 2 tangents. Again, he admits it. But this is where we're talking about these contradictions that people have that they don't seem to see. FE Dogma has got 2 tangent points on one line. And he can't see it. And he's calling me dishonest. He says, this is another piece of evidence that you are wrong about level lines. So you decided to make the twin tangent paradox straw man argument to have something to argue about. He's just admitted to having 2 tangents on one line and then says I'm making up a twin tangent paradox. And I didn't call it a paradox because it's not a paradox. It's just a conundrum that the globe earthers have to come up with a solution. Wally's very ingeniously done a twin tangent with the toothpick tangents. Rumpus drew some circles. FE Dogma drew a circle on the side. There's been loads of inventive things. It's not a paradox. You can just draw a circle anyway. It's dead easy. I'd never call it a paradox. Just a conundrum. And yeah, we do have a problem with geometric terms and definitions. It's like Buster said. That's why we need grammar. We have to know what the words mean. What have we got going on in the chat? So yeah, I'm sorry. FE Dogma, if you want to come in and have a chat about your tangent thing and put everybody straight. Because you keep calling me dishonest. And you keep calling me a liar. And you keep saying I'm making up paradoxes that I'm not. I just pointed out, like Paper said to us, you put 2 tangents on the same straight line. Nobody should be upset at anybody for pointing that out. So I'll get here a blue marble elevation profile just in case you are new to this and you don't know what a LIGO elevation profile looks like. We've got, this is the blue marble. We've got a couple of blue marble elevation profiles here. This one. The blue line. Brenda keeps coming round. Brenda keeps thinking LIGO's the orange line, but it's not. It is the blue line. We went over it the other day. This is the straight concrete pad, horizontal marked. So the blue line is the elevation profile, the globe elevation profile of a horizontal line. I say that because that's not an elevation profile of a horizontal line in reality.
Sorry to interrupt, Bev, but I just wanted to say I saw an advertisement a couple days ago that used that exact same drawing for some product, but I can't remember exactly what it is. It pisses me off. But yeah, it was a commercial, and they used that exact same drawing for a different kind of product altogether. It had nothing to do with Earth curve, nothing like that. But it was the exact same drawing. Weird.
Yeah, this hasn't got anything to do with Earth curve either. This is a straight horizontal line. So this is just an elevation profile of blue marble. He does these. It's a bit of a speciality of his. Because this is the elevation profile of a lake. with a big
Is he the
hump
one
in the middle.
responsible for the clamping and unclamping too?
Yeah, he did the original unclamping of the horizontal, I think. I mean, I think that's what he did. That's a this is a horizontal chord tangent plane. We have there. And Blue Marble here says that Jesse Kozlowski was trying to measure the elevation above the tangent plane. I should have that one ready for playing as well. But no doubt sometime soon one of the Blue Marble will be letting everybody know how this all occurred. How you can get these elevation profiles. Or, I mean, he can just tell you you're stupid for not understanding that that's an elevation profile on the globe of a horizontal line. If you want, you go over there. Blue Marble. He's got a Discord server, Blue Marble Science. Discord server. BMS, I think it's called. He won't allow any of us over there because we ask him questions like, what the fuck's that, Blue? And he doesn't like answering those sort of questions. So, yeah, that's the obviously ongoing. FE Dogma doesn't want to have to explain his twin tangent conundrum to the Discord groups that he goes to. I think he's asleep or something. He has a different time shift. That's why he's never been able to come over here. Oh, we've got George in the YouTube chat talking to Gadget. Thanks, Gadget. He must be your friend. I think you're going out for a meal, aren't you? European connection. George says, Gadget Inspector, level is curved over a long distance, but essentially straight over lengths builders use. For over those distances, the curve is too slight to see and measure with tools builders use. So there you go. Essentially straight. But if you make those essentially straight lines longer, George imagines the curve.
Problem is that straight line doesn't change direction. So
what, a straight line doesn't change into a curve when you make it longer?
If it therefore it would mean that it changes direction. So this is not straight line anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if you're listening in, George, but I don't think you can have a straight line turning into a curve when it gets longer. Straight lines are just straight. And as you say, builders' levels are straight. Pretty high tolerances sometimes.
Unless George is saying there is no straight, and we've all been duped into thinking that straight lines actually exist. I don't know if he's saying that. That could be a conspiracy theory, I think.
That would definitely have to be a conspiracy theory, wouldn't it? Would have to be. Like, I mean, how could you not have straight? There'd have to be a straight somewhere. Wouldn't there? There's a curve one way and a curve the other way. It's a bit like pressure, isn't it? You could say there's a negative pressure, but there's just pressure on one side or pressure on the other side. Right in the middle, there's a bit where there's none. So in the middle of a curve on one side and the middle of a curve on the other side, you'd have a tangent, wouldn't you? Straight line. You'd have to. logically. The shortest straight line are piecewise curve line. Wow, that's a new one. Is that right, George? Did you get a... Are you sure you don't just make that up? Has anybody ever heard of that before?
Piecewise?
Come on,
what
Bev.
does it mean?
The
Did he
shortest
join
straight
NATO or
line
something?
are a piecewise curve line, circumscribed circle using a many-sided polygon.
I hope he doesn't offend us.
Let me get this. I need to get this in the live chat. Thanks, George. Before you delete it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like
Yeah.
that.
Right. So, if anybody can, does anybody want to try it? You've got to do it in George's voice if you can. I'll have a go. Come on, Bev. The shorter straight line are a piecewise curve, like a circumscribed circle, using a many-sided polygon. Like a circumscribed circle using a many-sided polygon.
That didn't work any better for me. I'm just saying.
Well, that simplifies it, doesn't it?
Well, it's my understanding that a polygon is a straight-sided shape within geometry, and a circle isn't. It's different. Again, George, you seem to have confused a straight line with a curved line. You just said it in a different way, making up new words. Not so
I like
sure that's the
piecewise.
way. I like that, yeah. The shorter
Piecewise,
straight line are a piecewise curve, like a circumscribed circle, using a many-sided polygon. Come on!
Have you been reading books, George? What's going on?
Piecewise. Has he been watching films? Oh, what? You guys are just too stupid if you do not know what a piecewise approximation is. Yeah, honestly, George, completely ignorant of piecewise approximations. It's called a piecewise linear approximation.
Maybe he is talking about these computer games designers, which they are making circles with not circles. Maybe he is talking about that. Computer games.
George, have you got into computer game making, George? Is he right?
Paper could be right. It's like a Minecraft thing, where you get all the
it
shapes
could
you
be.
want out of straight lines.
He's trying to sound intelligent, Kevin.
Is piecewise a word?
It is now.
Yeah. Globe
Because I tried
geometry.
looking it up, and it's not in the it's not in the dictionary.
Is it not? A piecewise
No.
curve?
No, are you sure,
I
John?
only looked up piecewise. I didn't look up piecewise curve.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
Look
like
under
George
wartime.
says,
Wartime curves.
it's called a piecewise linear approximation.
I found in dictionary piecewise, so it is like section or sectional. It means that meaning of section of something.
Yeah. That's
It's
why
kind
you'll
of
have said polygon.
A
Yeah.
piece of. George, are you trying to sound intelligent?
He's the guy that they need. He's been out of action. He's been a little bit ill. Good to have you back, George. There's been nobody else that can do this sort of stuff. Double rodding. You needed, George. There's a few people that didn't understand double rodding and stuff. So you could go and help that up. Very good, George. I mean, can you show us how that relates to level? It does say it's a linear, does it? You sure that works? Piecewise linear approximation. I'm not so sure you can have linear, can
you? In mathematics, as an adverb, is denoting that a function has a specific property, as smoothness or continuity, on each of a finite number of pieces into which its domain is divided. It's a piecewise is a continuous function, a piecewise differentiable curve.
Oh.
Yep, George definitely wants to act smart.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it sounds good.
I learned a new word today.
Yep. It's George is building a Dornagon for us. Because if you listen, George says an n-sided polygon is a piecewise linear approximation to a curve. Dornagon.
A linear approximation to a curve. Just listen to those words.
Dornagon.
Wow. Thank you, George. You did it again.
Yeah, he's like one step in front of us. I'm pretty sure they've all been looking at Imaginometry.
Look here, this is how you bend a straight line.
I think I'll get the...
It may mean that George is trying to use, maybe in the future, a linear function for curved line, which I think it is impossible.
Dornagon,
who knows?
Look in the live chat. Tell me, is that not what George is talking about?
I would think so. That's what comes to mind for me.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
George? Oh, is he gone? Oh, he's gone. Oh, pity George. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Dornagon is exactly what George is thinking about. That's why it's linear. And you can end up with your linear shapes.
Your snake oil salesman won't work here, George. No snake oil allowed. No soup for you.
Yeah, I think we can describe this geometric model that they're thinking of pretty well. It's just a circle, isn't it, with like lines on it. That you can imagine all of those lines are horizontal, even though there's probably none. Well, there'll be one horizontal on top and one on the bottom. But that's about the best you can hope for with a sphere or a circle or a Dornagon. We need a 3D representation of a Dornagon to give people to imagine. An n-sided Dornagon. Or whether there's a... of course, every one of the sides have been proportionally examined to a equipotential angle of adjustment, and they've been adjusted correctly, every one of those lines. Equipotentially adjusted. So you can imagine that they're all horizontal. Just needs a little bit of globe dust sprinkled, and you can do that. But thanks for dropping in, George. Oh, Blue Marble says he's going to do some lessons. He's available for doing lessons. He is charging. for doing lessons on globe elevation profiles. So we're just waiting to see. I'm sure there's quite a few people that would like to have a lesson in the globe elevation profiles of blue marble science.
He must have got jealous with Professor Phil. He was offering lessons the other day too, but he wasn't charging though.
Really?
Yeah. He must have heard him on his buddy there. He knows what I'm talking about. They're fancying themselves as teachers. As a matter of fact, somebody else was calling themselves a teacher earlier.
Really?
Yeah, Brenda. I think they're moving into the teaching business.
Oh, right, yeah, they want to come round and teach us, yeah. Like, oh, I've got this. I've, see...
And the subject of teaching is what, exactly?
Fantasy.
Yeah, I'll show you, eh? Blue Marble's doing his... he's touting for a little bit of business. Blue Marble says, sad to me is watching grown man, or group of them in your case, struggle with the most simple math and geometry that most 14-year-olds have already mastered. This is Blue Marble. If you like, I can offer some courses in these topics that will at least get you beyond the protuberable math level where you're currently stuck. Just contact me and we can discuss my fee for group sessions. Blue Marble. So I say, how much would you charge for a lesson in globe elevation profiles? I still think there's a few of us wanting to know how you've managed to welcome so many people to the globe. And Blue Marble says, why would you need that? Plot distance on the x-axis and elevation on the y-axis. Like a traditional profile. He said, just do it like a normal profile. Well done, Blue. We know that. That's traditional elevation profiles. But see, when we do that with every other elevation profile, Blue, horizontal lines are horizontal lines. They just stay horizontal. We don't get this. There's something wrong with yours, Blue. That, to me, isn't a horizontal elevation profile. And what do you think about FE Dogma? Because you've put the blue lines are actual elevations. And FE Dogma here wrote this today. Oh no, that's it. That's your one, isn't it? Ooh. Where is it here? It says the slab is curved surface from blueprint elevations. Blueprint elevations. So you best have a check, Blue. You shut out. I'm not too sure you've got that right, Blue. I think your communication's gone down. I don't think FE Dogma saw Rumpus's 5 rules of globe either. In fact, I don't think many people have seen those.
Blue is pretty feisty today, huh? I think it's because we were talking with George. He's very protective lately.
Maybe there are some discrepancies between narration because there are vacations, so they don't communicate so often as usual.
Okay. Alfag is saying, "Oh look, Starcod has put a thing on here. Look, thumbs up. This is 4 horizontal lines, horizontal elevation profiles. Starcodder, thank you very much. Can we add those to the elevation profile? Globe elevation profiles. That's 4 straight horizontal lines elevation profiles. Take note, everybody. Welcome to the globe. This is what globe elevation profiles look like. If you've never seen them before, these are the elevation profiles of straight lines.
Concave.
They all look concave, yeah. Some sloping up, some sloping down, some with concave curves that look that. I mean, that one looks like just a dish, and then that one is going down. I mean, they are all different. So these 4 elevation profiles are for horizontal straight lines, and as you'd expect, they're all different. So thank you, Starcodder, for your one. You've gone over the difference right now. So here's Mike Jones. Alfag says, can Bev reference something in reality that is horizontal and has been measured as such? You then show us the elevation profile as surveyed. So this is the map and profile of the proposed canal from Lake Erie to Hudson River. And here is the elevation profile of that. As you can see, like Blue said, vertical height here and the x-axis. So you've got a y and an x on that one. Has anybody else got any more? We did this the other day. It's spot on. Elevation of this. I don't know what that is. Is that a lake? River? MDD? I mean, MDD? I don't know. But that's an elevation profile, as you can see. X and Y. Anybody else I'll get some elevation profiles. And now's your chance, everyone. We did this the other day. Alfag says he wants to see some elevation profiles. In reality, I've got the Leeds to Liverpool Canal going across the UK. I've had this is the one I've been using for quite a bit. There you go. There's my elevation profile for the Leeds to Liverpool Canal. This bit here is the 27-mile stretch without locks. That's the one. That's where we did the water level test. Oh, look at all these coming through now. Lake Ontario. The Great Lakes. There's all of the different ones. That's an elevation profile. As it's got the elevations marked on it. All of the elevations of the individual bits. What else have we got? There's another one. Volga-Don Canal profile. That one looks like quite a nice one, doesn't it? I mean, that obviously got weird scale. 88 meters on the vertical and 101 kilometers on the horizontal scale. Yeah, gadget. Yeah, we've got yeah. Is that all right for you, Alfag? Do people realise that on the on the globe, horizontal would have a concave elevation profile? Generally speaking, of course. No, horizontals are horizontal. Why would they have a concave elevation profile? That does sound really weird to me, that. Why would horizontals have a concave elevation profile? Blue Marble Science. Yes, we do. There's loads of elevation profiles here. I've got loads of them. Have you ever drawn an elevation profile? I did some when I was at college. I don't know whether I showed everybody that. But yeah, I've definitely got some pictures of some of the stuff I did. But we do, as far as I know, Blue, I was always plotting my elevation profiles on an x-axis that's straight. I'd never heard of these curved elevation profiles before. Which is interesting, Blue, as well, because we've got these ones here. Blue Marble has this one, which is the LIGO arm, just one arm. FE Dogma did did all four arms. But then for this one, it seems to get a curve going the other way. Now, I'm not too sure how you managed to do this, Blue. Would you call that one convex? And then this one concave? Straight line, concave. And a globe profile of water with the internal tangent plane to be able to measure the hump. Plot LIGO. It's already been done, Blue. Welcome to the globe. Well, why do we need to plot LIGO? Look at it. You've done it for us. A very good job you did of that as well, Blue. Wouldn't want to take your fame away by everybody else grabbing a piece of this. You sort of put your name to it. I like the way you did put it blue as well. Has Blue Marble had a word with Brenda yet? Because Brenda doesn't believe us that the blue line is the elevation profile of the straight line, the horizontal. I think you should have put some more points in it, Blue, just to show us that you can definitely do this properly. You might have got it wrong. I think. We'll give Blue the chance. He might have got it wrong. If you want, Blue, just send us a DM with the corrected, and I'll put a big X through the middle of it. Say you've done it wrong. Oh, we might have SE Dogma. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Panama Canal. Distance in kilometers. Elevation in meters. X, Y. Straight again. Straight. What's this one? Profile of the Panama Canal. Another one. It's even got the tide ranges here. Mean sea level over here. Mean sea level here. Mean sea level here. Isn't that weird? Mean sea level at each side. Right at the 0. Oh, not so sure they got that right. With a straight line in between. Straight x-axis. Who'd have thunk it? What's this one? Is that the same? Pedro Miguel locks. Get the locks. Yeah, it looks like it's
Strange.
the
The
other way
level is
around.
not curving.
Yeah, it says horizontal scale 1 to 400,000 and the vertical scale 1 to 4,000. Traditional scale, like they obviously understand what scale is. 1 to 400,000 means that obviously the horizontal scale's a bit different than the vertical scale, but I mean you can do that in order to do it. You get a good representation of it then by adjusting the scales. But yeah, the horizontal scale is straight from one end of the canal to the other, all the way, just a straight X. And Stark Otter says, see, Mickey, it's one thing that we know for sure it is straight in reality, else it wouldn't work. So we, brackets, those of us capable of critical thought, that is, this is Stark Otter. Stark Otter. Can use that to determine the shape of the reference surface for elevation. So all of these profiles, Canal, Panama Canal, cross-section of the Panama Canal, all of these three, and this one here, all of these elevation profiles, all of them, they were wrong, apparently. All of these. They didn't know what they're talking about. Because you've got Stark Otter, somebody nobody's ever heard of, doing these. I mean, look at that. They're straight lines, them. They know they're straight lines for sure, in reality. And blue marble science with this one, look at that. It's one of the best. That's the clearest. Definitely going to give... we're definitely going to give blue marble the clearest elevation profile picture of a horizontal line. So take a screenshot of that. Come into Discord. I can give you it, hand it out. You can just get a shot of it. And then what you do is you take it to anyone, really. Just check them, just to make sure. Do they know what that is an elevation profile of? I mean, block the thing off at the top so they don't know. They don't read the LIGO Hanford. I don't think many people would know what LIGO is anyway. Looks like a slide. It's like a slide for a play park or something.
Yeah, show them that elevation drawing and tell them it's horizontal.
No, you have to ask them first.
Sorry, not
and then then once they give you the answer, you say, well, you might be surprised to know that on a globe, that's a horizontal line.
Are you a glober?
Yeah, and then you might get them to tell you, well, it's not a globe then, is it? Horizontal offset and a vertical offset. Wow. Relative base level. Left side, right side. It's interesting, spot on. They seem to have a
Yeah, it's my
straight.
That's what I'm looking into at the minute. My latest inquiry.
Range symmetry line.
It's new to me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So, Blue, are you going to give us a price? Because I mean, we do have a few people that we may be willing to chip in to come and have a globe elevation profile. Because I wouldn't mind selling a few globes. It sounds like a profitable business. Seems to be a lot of people that are after it. I've heard you can do really, really well on YouTube channels. Actually, probably not. I think they're all getting out of it, aren't they?
Getting into other areas, yeah.
Yeah, they're all going. I'm wondering why Blue Marble Science didn't put a bid in for one of Conspiracy Cats' YouTube channels, though. I mean, they handed it over to, who was it? McToon and Spasticus. Sensible, Mr. Sensible. Oh, here's another one, like Erie. Is Alphag in here? Oh, he's gone. He asked for all the elevation profiles and then just left. Can you imagine that?
Remember this one? Shout out Rakia.
That straight line. Because of that straight line there. Blue Marble says you can see the curve with that straight line.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch yourself, Blue. I think your diletheism's showing a little bit. I think you've kept it hidden for quite a while, but I'm not too sure now.
He's used the precision tool there, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, drawing red lines on pictures. I mean, that's straight from the school of Rudolph.
Are those cars actually going? You know, we've talked about this many times, but look, just point out the steepness of that.
That's Rakir's bridge. That's Rakir's picture. Rakir posted that one day because that's his picture that he took of the bridge. And Blue Marble put a red line on it and went, look, there's the earth curve.
It's laughable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's around much, Gadget. I think he's gone, he's left. He asked for a question. He asked us to show some elevation profiles of something that's been measured horizontal. And I think which is the best one? I mean, they are all horizontal, right? But one of them, this one, that one there, that one's got a horizontal scale. So you'd have to say that is horizontal. It's got how could it not be horizontal? And that is the Panama Canal. So that was definitely made, measured, and put in the blueprints and the plans with an x-axis. And I think that they mean that water level is straight. Because they've got a horizontal scale. I mean, how could it not be? Total distance from one side to the other. That would be measured. And measured on a horizontal. I don't want to sound like I'm going over myself, but I mean, Blue, have you gone? Alphag, you asked for these profiles. It's really weird that they just disappear. No comment about them. Maybe even some sort of a no, they're not, or
Could be a powwow going on.
yeah. I mean, how do they deal with this? How do they get across this?
Yeah, who can they go to show Blue's elevation profile and get someone to say, oh yeah, that's an elevation profile for sure.
Yeah, I don't know where we're meant to go from here. I mean, I'm having a conversation with, obviously, I Can Science that tomorrow about this sort of thing. I hope he's going to be going and seeing, having a word with Blue. Blue, can you just check with I Can Science that tomorrow? Give him a couple of your elevation profiles. Let him know the skinny on it. And we can have a talk about it tomorrow. Or, if you will, give us how much you're going to pay. How much you charge for your Blue Marble elevation profile training courses. And we'll see what we can do. I know Rakir would definitely be centre, front of the class, Blue. Eager to do these globe elevate, because it's a new market. I think he does concrete. He'd love to get into the global concrete business, and for sure he's never seen one of these globe elevation profiles before. I think he'd go, how the fuck do I do concrete on that?
We might want to ask oh, I'm sorry. I was sorry, Essie. You go ahead.
I'm just laughing. I was gonna say just check the globe elevation chart.
Yeah, I was gonna say we may want to have a concrete contractor maybe weigh in on that, whether or not they can actually pour a pad from that elevation profile. Because I don't know. I am not a concrete contractor. I have no idea.
I'm just gonna save this image in LIGO elevation profile stock order. Thank you very much, Stark Order. If anybody else wants to get it, I'll post it back in there. And everybody should have this. Because, you know, like when you go to concrete contractors, when they say, can you show me an elevation profile of a horizontal line? I think you should point them out to them that they are all different. They're not the same, as you can quite clearly see from this drawing that Stark Order has given us. 4 elevation profiles of horizontal lines.
Yeah, hard to see on the YouTube, but
is it?
Yeah. It's just it looks like a black blob, pretty much.
Oh, that's a shame. If you want to come and have a look at it for yourself, come into Discord. Maybe I'll put it out as a thing on the YouTube for anybody to see. I might see if I can get it as a thumbnail or something.
Yeah, essentially though, they are 4 curved upward line. There's nothing straight about them at all.
Horizontal, apart from them being horizontal lines or horizontal concrete slabs. In reality, this is just what they look like on the globe profile.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we might be going over this. because when we say a water level is a tool for establishing a horizontal, this isn't what I think of at all. I'm not thinking of this sort of a horizontal at all. Just to make that clear to everybody, right? When I say horizontal, I'm not talking about a globe horizontal that Blue Marble and Stark Otter have got. Oh no. I'm talking about these axes of the graph. That's more like this straight line there. That's what when I consider a horizontal, that's what I'm thinking of, this straight line across there. And actually, if anybody in the chat now, there's 45 people watching. Thanks for joining. Share it out. If any of you guys have seen this guy here, Stark Otter, can you just let us know? Put a thing in the YouTube chat. If you've ever talked to Stark Otter, if you know who he is, or you've ever talked to him, just put a little note in there in the thing. I might see whether I can put a.
I would even go
YouTube
further.
chat.
Yeah, I would even go further and say if you've employed Stark Otter to do an elevation profile, definitely speak up.
Yeah.
We want to speak to you.
Tangent. Let's see if I can get to. Oh. Wait a minute. Live chat. Let's see whether we can have a poll. Here we go. Right, what do you want on the profile? Has anyone heard or spoken to Stark Otter since what can you say? Since joining this arena? Question mark. Yes or no? There you go. So there's a poll in the chat now asking anybody if they've ever heard or spoken to Stark Otter. He's been in our chat here for, well, I think he appeared right after Science It Out did his ridiculous logic proof of triangles. And since Stark Otter has come back with something very similar. So I'm not saying they're connected at all. I can Science It Out and Stark Otter. But maybe. But who knows? Right, so what's Stark Otter's thing? It's really weird. Every time I repeat this unanswered question, it seems to get spammed out of view immediately. Is it worth reading it out? It says the LIGO elevations just look curved because that's how the GPS maps them to a geoid model. The Pontchartrain GPS elevations are basically constant across it, so it's straight. Facts. He put facts. Facts. Those measurements are done with the same kind of equipment. The blueprint elevations that FE Dogma said, or the as-built that Blue Marble said they're using. I don't know which one you're using because you both seem to have different ones. It says, if plotted on a straight baseline, the traditional old school x-axis straight, the LIGO elevations are curved upwards and Pontchartrain is straight. Wow.
That doesn't add.
Well, it definitely adds up to Blue Marble's elevation profiles. I mean, it seems like whenever Blue Marble does an elevation profile, he curves the x-axis. That's why they're so different than anybody else's. Well, I think we've found the problem here. It says if plotted on a spherical baseline, the LIGO elevations are perfectly straight. And the Pontchartrain elevations curve downwards. So that's what we've done. Blue Marble has plotted these. Now we've found it. Stark Odder, thanks. Here we go, look. No. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So, this here, where Blue Marble's done it, it's got a straight line, like everybody else normally has. So this is what like an average normal elevation profile looks like. And then if you plot it like this, that would mean that he's using a curved, but he's put a, like, how can he have a tangent straight chord, internal tangent chord plane if he's curved the x-axis? That doesn't make sense, does it? How can you have a straight tangent plane if you're curving an x-axis? Can you have any straight lines? Any?
Hell yeah.
Well, if you curve the x-axis, which is curving horizontals, how can you call a straight line horizontal? You've just curved your x-axis.
Well, then you have a problem.
Blue, have you talked to Stark Odder? Let's go back over this again, right? There seems to be a little bit of a contradiction going on here. What does he say? If plotted on a spherical baseline, the LIGO elevations are perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. So if you curve the x-axis, the horizontal, then you have a perfectly straight LIGO arm that's horizontal.
What?
How can you have a perfectly straight horizontal if you've just bent the horizontal? He says, wait a minute. He does say here, only one of these methods should give the correct representation of reality. Which one do you think it is? He doesn't seem to know.
False dichotomy.
Well, I mean, do you trust Blue Marble and Stark Odder? Or do you trust every one of the other elevation profiles that you've ever seen? It's a tough one. I mean, Stark Otter, the guy that nobody's ever heard of, and Blue Marble Science versus every fucking other elevation profile that's ever been drawn. Not too sure which one I'd go with. Well, I think I would. I know. Surveyor's rod. Surveyor's level. Straight. I think we made a bit of a headway from this now, Stark Otter. Thank you very much for pointing out that you need to curve the baseline. Most people know that's horizontal to start off with. They know that from school and mathematics.
That's been sacrificed.
It's been replaced with another straight horizontal, though. The LIGO arm.
Which is curved.
No. The elevation profile of the LIGO arm is curved. The actual elevation of the LIGO arm, in reality, is a horizontal. But in order to see the horizontal on an elevation profile, what you have to do is you have to curve the original horizontal graph to be able to reveal the true horizontal of the globe.
Right.
Makes perfect sense.
Uh-huh.
To a glober, I'm guessing. Contradictory ideas.
Dialetheism, they love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Two truths? Oh, yeah. I'll take some of that.
Has Blue been back in? Has he said how much he's going to charge for his global elevation profiles?
No, I think we're meant to guess at that.
Oh, does he want us to draw him?
Perhaps.
Ah, that's great, that. Or do you have some rationale as to why Pontchartrain, Lake Rakia, GPS elevations are okay and LIGO GPS elevations are distorted? Which one are the ones the Lake Pontchartrain? Do we have an elevation profile of Lake Pontchartrain? I mean, not a Blue Marble Science elevation profile. Is there an actual elevation profile of Lake Pontchartrain? Has no school kids ever tried to make it as a project for the science fair or something like that? That'd be interesting to see what that looks like. Model. Or is that a river? I bet I know which way that river flows. Want to have a guess?
Uphill.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I say uphill.
Why? I wonder why everybody plots everything on with an x-axis that's straight.
Especially when there is nothing straight in this world.
Well, claimed nothing straight.
Yeah, I thank you for setting me straight, but I mean, yeah.
Maybe they are geometrically obsessed.
Oh, that's a really good point, Paper. Wow, they'd fit right in here. At least until someone asks them if they believe the Earth is round.
Blue Marble has not come back. Yeah, they've gone. I know it's tough. Has Blue Marble gone live? He might have disappeared. He might have started a live stream. More of them. Oh, a cross section of the city of New Orleans looking towards the west. Oh, they built up the Mississippi River. I like that. Lake Pontchartrain. Wow, is it really in that? Is that like a floodplain then?
Yes.
Wow, I've never seen that before. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
who gave us that one,
basically.
Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Rick Ian knows this. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, you heavy rains like a hurricane, something like that. That's a bowl waiting to happen. That's a bowl waiting to fill up, right there.
So where's
sea level?
Where's LIGO then? On the other side?
LIGO's north of there, about 60 miles.
Let's see which way around that is.
Across Lake Pontchartrain into Livingston. Satsuma exit.
Yeah, flood wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have huge pumps that pumps out all the floodwaters if the levees breach or rains too much.
What, into the Mississippi or into Lake Pontchartrain?
Both.
Yeah.
All the way around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Mississippi comes in from the west, the northwest, and then wraps around New Orleans towards the east, and the Pontchartrain is on the north shore.
Right, let's have a quick look at the voting. I'd like to see if anybody's Oh, I think it appears that somebody has. 15% of the people have heard or spoken to Stark Odder. Wow.
Yeah, heard, not heard of, guys.
Orally as well.
Actually, spoken. You actually heard him?
Heard voice.
Wow, that's good. At least there's somebody that gives us a chance, right? There is some people out there that have actually spoken to and heard Stark Odder. That's good. Good.
It's a higher number than I thought there'd be, for sure.
Have hope, at least, that Stark Odder might actually come in and grace us with his presence and have a bit of a chat about all of the stuff he's been talking about. That should be good. Still, it's not a very high, obviously. He's not. We might have to do a thing to see how many people actually talk in this, because I mean, a lot of people will type in the YouTube chat. Most people might venture into Discord, although it seems like there's a lot of people who don't go to Discord. Maybe a little bit weird to go and talk to people online. But we're a nice group. Good group of people. Please come on in to Discord. You might even be able to have a chat with Stark Odder. You could definitely go over to Blue Marble Science. He's over there wanting to do lessons to people. What's this one, Spawn?
Just another animation
just
using a horizontal baseline. That's all.
Level? Does that say base level? Am I reading that right?
No, it's wrong. This line is straight, and it shouldn't be.
Why, that's what I was going to ask, because that looks awfully straight to me for something that's level.
Level is straight, though, right? It's just they've obviously not curved the x-axis, which is, I think, what you need to do in order to get level to curve.
would that be considered piecewise?
It's a local position too.
Yeah.
So pretty much y'all don't understand. But when asked, when would that baseline level start to curve?
Are
They don't have
you watching YouTube or listening to YouTube?
Who's that?
Turn up. No, we're live, but
Yeah, we
we're
are
not
live.
watching. We're not watching a video turn up or anything.
No, but we are live.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll be quiet.
You should just check on YouTube.
Yeah, I could. It's easier to just
Oh, you've got a bad.
ask, I guess. But I know we're live, so that's okay. I'll be quiet.
Okay. You got a slightly oversensitive mic as well, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit loud. But welcome. Welcome. What else have we got?
Still love you, mate.
Big pumps. Wow. I bet there's a lot of land over there, isn't there, for that to shift all of that water. Yeah. I can't see what it says there. Oh. Gadget
It's all
thinks
levee
blue.
systems.
Go on, sorry.
It's all levee systems and bulkheads. They have to maintain them to hold back the water from Pontchartrain and from the river, but basically a bowl.
Yeah, that sea level seems to go all the way across as a zero, even on that thing, which it totally expected. Thank you. Totally expected. I wonder why nobody else has bothered curving that x-axis like Blue Marble and Stark Otter do. But they don't curve the x-axis, do they? Do you think Blue Marble can do the straight version of it as well? Stark Otter? Where's the...
I don't think so.
I'd like to see Stark Otter with those LIGO Livingston, right? I'd like to see him curve the x-axis and turn those lines straight. You not reckon? Can you see the Livingston one? Have you seen it? You know what he's talking about. Copy link. Let me get this. Right, so take this. See that graph at the bottom? The one where he's got the southwest arm and
Southeast arm, is that it?
Is it southeast arm? Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
just as a spatial thing, just for looking at it now, do you imagine there's a way to curve the x-axis on that to make both of those lines go straight?
A constant curve of
Yeah,
the
you've got to
x-axis?
curve the x-axis,
No.
yeah, to make
No.
those lines straight.
I don't believe so, no.
Do you reckon? I
don't
think we
think-
should be able to do that. If they say that's what they do, right? If they say that's the traditional version and that's why they're curving upwards, I mean, fair enough. Let's see that curve of the x-axis and let's see what they look like. Make them straight by curving that x-axis, please.
Yeah, those
Challenge.
curves are not at all the same, and they would need to be the same so that if you did curve the x-axis, they would both straighten out. They would both become straight lines, plotted straight lines on the graph at the same time.
Yeah. That's a challenge for you. The globe elevation profile challenge. Can you straighten those lines by curving the horizontal x-axis? Stark Odder's the head, the lead logician, the lead geometer. Nobody, well, I have to say that. I can't say that nobody's heard of him now, can I? Because 81% of people haven't heard of him, but 19%, nearly 20% of people have actually heard Stark Odder. Like, the 0% of that. So you guys from the YouTube chat, think of yourself lucky. There is not one person in this Discord server that we've got. That includes Ruhif, Wally. Who else have we had in here? Every person we've had in here, we've been asking, do they know who Stark Odder is? And not one of them has said yes. So you guys, let us know. Please. Put in the chat if you're one of the people that has clicked yes in the chat. Can you let us know, please? There might just be a load of people that soccer counts doing it for a laugh. Might be Stark Odder and he's
okay, hang on.
Soccer counts. Yeah.
So I hit yes, but maybe I read the question wrong because it says, "Do you know him?" I said,
"Has anyone heard or spoken?"
Yeah, no.
Heard his voice.
So should I change my answer?
Well, have you heard or spoken to? Well,
no.
You
but
should have put
like
no.
I said, I probably read it. Oh, I read it wrong, man.
Yeah.
My bad. Let me see if I can change it.
See if you can change it. So there might have been a few people that hit the wrong button. Because to our knowledge, nobody's.
I read it wrong. Yeah. I thought, has anyone heard of? Not heard or spoken. Yeah, I just rushed to the I heard of him. But no, I've never heard him or her. Sorry for messing up the poll.
The arbiter of truth. He says, I've never heard of this. Is that Stark Odder you've never heard of? Or the LIGO elevation profiles? The global elevation profiles of Blue Marble and Stark Odder. They are different. I don't want you to get shocked. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that. We should really get Stark Odder to clean it up and put it on a white background like Blue Marble does. And I've just noticed as well, do you know what the little circles are on this Stark Odder one? They're the lowest points, aren't they? And why would you mark the lowest points? Because that's where Wally says you put a tangent. Toothpick tangents go there. He's got one in the mid-arm on Livingston. That was Blue Marble's arm that he used to go for all the time. I've got all of those on my whiteboard, Essie, so we can put all of those.
Those are special.
Yeah.
Trifecta.
There's a Blue Marble. A 3 horizontal plain water level of the Blue Marble.
Yep.
So yeah, take note. Blue Marble's been doing these because I think that's an elevation profile, right, of a water level.
Well, it seems to have 3 there.
Yeah, 3 horizontals. None of them are curved though, right?
Planes.
Yeah, he didn't bother curving any of them, did he? The cheek, the nerve. He just had 3 horizontal straight planes. He didn't bother curving one of them. Standard globe practice. We don't know what Starkadder is, the arbiter of truth. We don't know who he is. I think he could be a learning bot. Seems to be a little bit more advanced than the Wally bot. But I think Wally's had to take a seat. Starkadder has come over here, exercising his globe muscle, telling the Wolfpack number 2 and the globe logician, Beddy, to stand down. He's been going around here, strutting his chest, telling the globers that they're all wrong. So if anybody wants to know, the big man at the minute is Starkadder, the man that nobody's ever heard of. But everybody has to adjust their globe views too. And he's just told us today with his question that never get answered. There we go. If plotted on a spherical baseline, elevation, is anybody ever heard of an elevation profile being drawn on a spherical baseline?
Never.
Does anybody even know what a spherical baseline is? Buster?
I have no idea.
It does sound like something Buster would have. Like a well-rounded baseline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something musical.
Yeah.
Although we have not gotten to music in the seven little arts yet. That's still to come. So
I can't wait till we get to that. They get Buster teaching us about how it all links together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, never heard of a spherical baseline. Is that in some other kind of geometry, perhaps?
Well, I don't know. We're talking about elevation profiles. Can we have a look? Has anybody ever plotted that in? Spherical baseline
Elevation
profiles. Boom, let's have a look. Let's see what we get. Images. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wow, look at this. Oh, I've not seen this for a while. Look. Copy. See what you guys think of this. How long's it been since you've seen anything like that? Not many matches came back for your search. Spherical baseline elevation profiles. And the images. One that says incorrect profile. No, there's none, actually. Maybe Blue Marble should put internal tangent chord thing. I mean, at least there'd be one. Does somebody want to put that on there? We need to... I think I might have to title. Should I title this show? Spherical baseline elevation profiles. There you go. At least there'll be a search. Like, how about that? Do solid geometry proofs. I'm going to call it spherical.
Don't push them to change anything in the in dictionary. You know, maybe in 2 years you will see in dictionary that spherical profiles.
Probably will.
I'm gonna boom, I'll just put that, and I'll swap that round there. Euclid Night. There you go. Spherical baseline elevation profile. So if you do a search for spherical baseline elevation profiles, this video. Oh, so good. I'm so glad we look at this sort of stuff.
Definitely treading new ground.
Yeah. Thanks, Blue. Thanks, Stark Odder. Well, it was Stark Odder that gave us it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go
Give
back.
credit
and
where
get
credit's
that.
due.
Yeah. Here we go. See
A brilliant, never before
if
heard or
plotted
seen
on a
of.
spherical baseline. That's where the best place you want to plot your elevation profiles on a spherical baseline.
Even though all the other ones we've looked at aren't. But maybe they're behind the curve. It could be one of these newfangled things.
Yeah. Well, it is spherical baseline elevation profiles of the globe model. Oh, wait a minute. The Blue Marble spherical elevation profiles.
Yeah.
Wow, fancy that, Blue. Getting your name linked to something like that. I bet George is jealous. Has George got any elevation profiles named after him?
I don't know. I mean, he is in the YouTube chat. Saying something is a figure of speech. I'm not sure what it is.
Pennywise.
Oh, Piecewise.
Oh, Piecewise. Yeah.
Pennywise. Yeah. We know Pennywise.
Yeah.
Pennywise, pound foolish. Which could also be appropriate in this conversation.
I keep thinking of that clown down the cellar, down in the...
Yeah, that too.
Who's that?
Pennywise.
Is that Pennywise?
Pennywise. Equivocal, by the way. I'll keep coming back to it because I have to remind John every so often, especially when he brings up Wegmans. Thanks, John.
Uh-oh, looks like the test is on shaky grounds.
What test?
The El Rumpus wrecked.
Get out of here.
Test.
Wrecked?
Well, George, look at what George typed in there.
I've got that thing here. Let's see.
I asked him if the test was still on. And he replied, I don't know, talk to Rumpus.
Oh, is he not cancelled his holiday because of George being ill? He was not going to have done that. George, are you that important?
Do you see what he
Unless
said?
we're doing this at all.
He can run circles around 10 of us with his brain.
Who's that?
George.
He's poorly at the minute. He can't do that. Don't get him running in circles. He's ill.
Well, apparently he recovered.
No, he's just told Gadget he's ill. He's poorly.
Okay.
Well,
That'll
Rumpus
be a
was saying
shame.
that George was definitely still coming over and involved. It was just a little bit too hot for him right now.
Yeah,
Which, I don't know if it's cooled off yet, but
Gadget's definitely said he's got a meal ready for George.
yeah, absolutely.
It's getting cold, like, but
What do you all worked out about, George? What did you say? Jeez.
I didn't really think George was going over there to meet Rumpus on the canal, did you?
he said he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just sort of not believe George when he says something.
He's all mad at me now. I don't get it.
Yep.
He was coming to Germany to do an engineering project or something. Wasn't he, George? I mean, that'll still be on. Surely he can fit a little trip in. It's only round the corner, Germany.
Is Germany landlocked or is it bound by the ocean?
Nope, landlocked.
Germany's landlocked?
Germany? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't say the test was cancelled. George has not said the test is cancelled. He just said you'll have to talk to Rumpus.
Yeah, I never said it was cancelled.
No, I know.
Take it easy, George. The test is still on. The rec test, everybody, still on.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, don't fear. Don't fear. Somebody says it's cancelled. The Illuminati. The Illuminati's already said that we're going to be studied by psychologists as well, though. Imagine having the Illuminati in the YouTube chat. Honoured. Honoured.
By the way, I was wrong, John. I forgot about the North Sea.
Okay,
Germany
thanks.
is not landlocked. They have access to the North Sea.
You just looked that up or just remember it?
Yeah, I just remembered that they can't be landlocked. There's very few European countries that are landlocked, and most of them are the Scandinavian ones. Slovakia, Czechoslovakia, or Czech Republic.
Thanks.
Spherical baseline. I'm loving it.
You didn't just say that Czechoslovakia and these countries are in Scandinavia, please.
Did I say Scandinavia? I misspoke.
Okay.
Former Yugoslavia.
Yeah, the Slavic countries.
Slavic countries, thank you.
It is confusing, though.
You're all the same to us,
All the same.
Aragaki. When you talk to Americans, you're all the damn same. Doesn't matter to us.
Foreigners.
Haven't you heard the song Alien in New York? They think you're aliens too.
There's only one reason why we.
What is it you've just said to set off the YouTube? But
What? It's
the
it's
trolls have just
yeah,
appeared.
it's the spherical baseline elevation profiles. I'm the only. If you search that on Google now, you'll get this video.
I know, it's genius.
It's the only thing on the internet. It's
But
amazing.
it seems like some of the people out there are not happy.
What, that I've took the spherical baseline elevation profile?
I'm not entirely sure, but they're on one in the chat.
Hi, man. We've been triggering these fools with straight lines for years now. They don't even know what a straight line is.
Psychiatrists, psychologists, mental health officials, all because I've titled me video Spherical Elevation Profiles. Wow. I didn't draw them. That was Stark Odder and Blue Marble. I just titled my video Spherical Elevation.
Not our fault.
Yeah. I will have to change that meme now, though, right? Spherical elevation profiles of Blue Marble.
Where's Wally states that elevation profiles are the same on both models, so meh.
Wally?
Water at rest. Yeah, where's Wally? He says water at rest has a straight elevation profile on both models, so meh.
What? Has he not seen? Look, what? See, Wally.
It's in the live chat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But Wally's the guy that, well, I mean, not to say that he's a contrarian or anything, but Wally, I've definitely seen Wally with a spherical elevation profile of water. Look, Wally, see, look at this here. If the elevation profile of water's straight, what the fuck's Blue Marble doing this? Oh, that doesn't look straight. Are you sure you're helping the team out, Wally? Blue? Can somebody get Wally?
Did Stark Otter just correct Wally?
What? I don't know. Like Wally.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh no.
I think he did. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Chastisement.
Yeah. Well, check this one out, Stark, as well. Look at that. You've just put your comment underneath it. That's the Lake Rakia Causeway. That's not straight. Why's Blue doing ones that aren't straight? Because that was what I'd call a spherical baseline elevation profile of the Blue Marble science. And that's not straight. So perhaps that's what Blue should, what Wally should put here. Should say, elevation profiles are usually the difference from MSL. Water at rest has a straight elevation profile on both models. So meh, except for when Blue Marble does the spherical baseline elevation profiles. And then it's curved. Blue Wally, next time, please. Don't forget about that. Unless you just mean in reality, the usual water, the ones that we did for canals. They're normally straight. But Wally must be missing the Blue Marble internal tangent chord plane. Spherical baseline elevation profile. Oh, that's got a ring to it, that, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't understand the globe from those words... Oh, dear, look. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a little bit funny, though. We've got a guy, the Illuminati, he's not very humorous. Illuminati in the doesn't like comedy. He says, it's your videos that have you laughing at folks that clearly know what they're talking about while you've never done anything with your life. It's okay. Oh, I see. Doing a bit of comedy, having a laugh on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think so anyway, but the Illuminati, they're always spoilers, aren't they? Look at them. Coming into YouTube chats, telling people to not have fun. Thanks very much. See, that's why we're here. We're here for having a laugh and checking out spherical baseline elevation profiles of the blue marble kind. Watch out with the Illuminati, though. I've heard that they're quite a powerful group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to be careful with that.
Do you think they're powerful enough to bend the horizontal line?
They've already done it. Spherical baseline
Exactly.
elevation profiles. Boom.
Totally.
Yep. If you want, if anybody else wants a like a, what do they call it, startup program, right? If you want to get in early doors, spherical profile elevation profiles, there's not much on the internet about it. Get in there at the spherical baseline level.
Mm-hmm. The ground floor.
Yeah. And then you can work your way up. But the only problem with the up on the spherical baseline is that sometimes you can find yourself going down whilst going up. You don't really know which up is. So it can be a little bit shaky. But if you want to get in at ground level around the spherical bit somewhere.
Look at Stark Otter replying to Mobius.
Also, you have Jesse has popped in.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse, come in.
Thank you. I'm eating, actually, so I'm not talking.
Oh,
wow, he
really
sounds a
low.
bit different there.
Yeah, really low.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
That's
if
all
you're
right,
eating, though, yeah, don't worry about it. Come
Yeah.
and talk to us once you've finished eating.
Yeah, Stark Otter says when Mobius says, "You mean the ones from the hypothetical model?" Stark Otter says, "I mean the ones obtained by the same method as the Pontchartrain elevations. One is straight and one is curved. It's really weird. Must have been that the LIGO surveyor was faking stuff, huh?"
The LIGO surveyor. That's a very responsible position to be the LIGO surveyor. Can we have a word with him? Is he still around?
We know who that is.
Yeah, I'll have a word. Put him, like, he might be able to have a thing with Blue. Blue, if we can get the LIGO surveyor to come round and help you with your elevation profiles, how much would that charge? How much would it be? Because that'd definitely be worth filming, I think, for proper prosperity. I like it. Startup business. We could do a few. What you could do is you could go to every place, like Panama Canal and all of that. You could see if they have a drawing up on the wall. You could say, "Do you want us to sphericalize your elevation profiles for you?"
Yeah, we need to update it. We need to bring it into the into the not the Dark Ages, because clearly they're still using Dark Age technology and
then you
pictorial representations.
You could get your catalogue out and say which sort of horizontal profile would you like it to be at. We've got a few different ones. we could just do a curve from the center, or we could do a curve from either end. It doesn't really matter. You could do it from wherever you wanted to. Drop, elevation profile.
We can curve it up or down.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looks like you've hit it off over there, Emma. George in the YouTube chat. I don't know whether you're aware of it. Emma Page. I mean, the Blue Marbles, they thought it any woman's page, but now is every woman an Emma Page?
Apparently so.
Yeah, they're just like us Americans, you know. All you women are the same.
Yeah. Emma Page. I like that, though. That's a good, like... Sorry. Comedy night,
I
innit?
didn't realize I was actually dating George, though.
What? You didn't realize that? After you should have known that.
I thought he said
Well
that's
known.
why he was coming over here.
There was dinners and
Yeah, he was. He was going to take you out
desserts and all sorts of
for
yeah.
a night out on the town, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right after a gadget.
I'm good. I guess sloppy seconds.
I didn't
Sorry,
want to say
Gadget.
anything,
Gadget,
but I
you're
thought
welcome.
I saw Cupid flying around the YouTube, Emma.
Oh. Wow, it's nice to have you back, George. It looks like you're feeling a little bit better. All Cosmic Surfer says all spherical baselines are parallel to their tangents on the z-axis. Spherical and parallel. Sounds about right to me. We'll have to get it to check though. Stark Odder. Did you hear that? To get it to check, I'll get you that one. Cosmic. I'll just check with the Globe Surveyor. Maybe Stark Odder's the Globe Surveyor.
Come in, George. Tell us how we can bend the X or something. Spice it up.
George isn't allowed to come around here.
I know.
Why can't I do Stark? Why can't I send a message to him? I'm gonna have to just put that there. I can't add Stark Odder for some reason.
He may have you blocked.
Stark Odder. Well, I'm trying my best for you there, Cosmic. I was going through a load of me tweets the other day, and Cosmic Surfer has been around for quite a while with us on Twitter. There's quite a few of the old school stuff. Good to see you around. All spherical baselines are parallel to their tangents on the z-axis. Sounds about right. But they'll forget about this tomorrow. Don't worry about it. I won't, though. I think we might have to do a website page. Spherical baselines. Elevation profiles. And if anybody sees any more of these spherical baseline elevation profiles, can you send them to us? And I will build a, is it called a glossary for the page on the website dedicated to these spherical baseline elevation profiles. George says he's going clubbing with you, Emma. Do any clubs allow dogs to go in there?
You don't think he'd bring his dog along for a date?
George and Khan don't go anywhere without each other. Not at all. George, he's about 26, isn't he?
I'm not liking the way it's going. Also, nightclub? Really?
Yeah. Hey, George has had a Jesse Kozlowski and Soundly round to his house. So,
have you read the latest comment that he wrote?
I don't know. I can't see the bottom bit because there's a thing on. Let me see.
Really, George? Really? In public, you're talking like that?
George!
Come
Come
too much
on.
information, George.
It's all that talk of spherical baselines, isn't it? I know what they get like. These globe scientists.
Yeah, we've dealt with that before. Probably don't want to encourage it that much.
I can't get that picture out my head now. George enjoying himself. With his finger going, get down!
Oh, Gadget got an invite over to Blues.
Really?
Yeah. George invited Gadget over to... So I like when you see reciprocal, invites. It's nice. You can all play nice in the
It
sandbox.
might be commissioning a drawing.
I didn't think about
Yeah.
that. No discounts, Gadget.
Careful, they're gonna use you for your talents.
They don't get the same discounts we get.
I'm going to need to save the spherical profile thing from Stark Honor, because I'm going to need a title thing for the top of the page. We have to credit the spherical elevation profile things to Stark Order. So, and thanks, J-Ro. It was a comment, a reply to J-Ro. Oh, what's going on with that? There you go. Save. Baseline. Thank you very much, Stark Order. You, sir, have been a great help. And I would advise everybody else, if you're looking for a leader for your particular group, you're always best off with somebody that nobody knows. Because if anything goes wrong, then there's nobody to blame. Other than a non-entity on the internet, like a sock account. And that's why everybody has Stark Order around. Oh, Where is this? Have we got any more? Has everybody got an understanding of the spherical baseline? Everybody has Stark Order. No, it's still the same, 81%. 81 versus 19. So there is some people that have heard him. Has anybody actually posted anything in the chat to let us know that they have actually talked about it? I've not been watching the YouTube chat that much. Has anybody actually said that they have actually talked to him? Or are the only people that have actually talked to Stark Order the people that can't type to say that they have? They can click the thing, but they can't type to say that they have. That's not right, is it, Gadget? George has invited you over there and you are banned, Gadget. Blue Marble, stop banning people and then stop getting George to invite them over so they can find out that you've banned them. That's terrible. I'll get you an Emma unbanned. Wow. Look at that, Emma. George is going to get you unbanned from Blue Marbles.
Yeah, no.
So you can go over there and party with the boys. You might even let you in Blue Ops.
No, I'm good.
What? No, come on. How can you refuse an invite to Blue Marble Science? Party with George. George has just spent months, like in the last month or so, trying to get everybody out of Blue Marble Sciences. Mike's asking what's Stark Order like. We don't know. He only types, he corrects people on logic, like Wally and Betty, and he does spherical elevation profiles with Blue Marble Science. I don't know much else about him. Nobody's ever heard him speak in this Discord server. He's never come into chat, not even to listen. He just sticks in the text chat, correcting Globers and people alike. He has also said he's not affiliated with anybody else. He's a lone guy that can tell everybody what to do, and they listen to him, especially the Globers. This just gets better and better. Oh, what's up with George today? He's on heat.
I think he has to tell us some story.
This is better than As the World Turns. Days of Our Lives.
Oh, that's a good one, Mike. Jones says, do we have the pronouns correct for Stark Order? Don't know. I keep calling him a he, but that might not be right.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Bad.
Yeah. Especially in today's day and age, you want to be careful about those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try. Can somebody please correct me if I use the term he or she for Starkadder? George, what are you doing? Is this what you call like a midlife crisis or like a bit after? Midlife. 3/4? George, I think you might be better off going over there to Blues. Go and have a word with Blue and see whether you can get Emma banned. It might be.
No. I'm already banned, and I'm quite happy with that. Don't just leave me banned. Thank you.
No advocating on Emma's behalf for parole.
The
Emma wants
last
to
thing I
remain in
want,
prison.
yeah, the last thing I want to do is go over and talk to those lot of people. No.
You not even want to read the stuff that they've got over there?
No,
They
because
might
if I
have
read
rooms
it, then
like,
I feel I'll have to comment.
Yeah, they might have gone the way of the Gem Panda. You know, little rooms at the side for George and his buddies type stuff. You never know. Oh, what time are we at? 10:30. Yesterday we went over a video. We didn't go over a video. There was a demonstration, let's say, and we had Brian's Logic come over. Brian, if you're out there, if you're listening, you still want to come and do the demonstration of, or whether it was a talk about whatever. Offer's always open. I'm sorry, it was a little bit busy last night. But you
He
can.
has already accepted, by the way.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah, been meaning to say I didn't want to interrupt, but yeah.
Okay, well, tomorrow I will be off at 11 o'clock, so anytime you want to pop in, I think you're still in the server. You can come in. Don't know how long you want to take. Seems like SE's having a chat.
Yeah, well, I sent him the DM and he accepted. He said he wants to take about an hour, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just whenever he wants to come round. Does he want it to be a live stream so everybody else can see it? Or does he want to just come round and have a chat? I don't know. Well,
he didn't say any specifics, but yeah, you're open to.
Yeah,
I am personally curious what he has to say about that situation.
Me too. I mean, I don't think there's been much talk about it, but although I've not really heard much Nathan Oakley for a bit, although I have heard more Nathan Oakley over the last 2 days since this thing. I was more curious to hear what Ruhif had to say about it, but it appears Ruhif's gone missing. He was round here coming chatting to us quite a lot beforehand, but now
on that presentation he made some outrageous statements, so maybe he needs to get to the cover for a while.
He got away with it though. You just leave it for a few months and they'll all be able to cite how Ruhif did really well and in a McToon's challenge. I mean, he was the first person to do a demonstration of McToons's challenge, right? A completion for McToons's challenge. As far as I know, it was a nice video.
So Brian feels like Ruhif is poisoning the well.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have very basic knowledge. So he wants to go over, how it's done.
Wow. Does he not want to do that at McToons? Because he might be wasting it with us. I mean, he doesn't... Surely... Well, I don't know. If he wants to come over here and do it, and come and explain it to us, but I get a feeling might be better off doing it to McToons, but yeah. We won't be giving him angles or anything like that. Yeah, so welcome anytime. Anybody wants to come over here and have a chat, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday free for all, so if anybody wants to come and talk about anything that's happened during the week or anything like that, tomorrow's your chance. It's free for all Friday, but 11 o'clock, which is, it's 10:30 now. So in half an hour tomorrow, I will be doing a chat with I Can Science That. So if anybody wants to come in, it will be a shorter than usual Friday. Well, I might go over there and be able to come back over here and do a bit of an after party. Who knows? I might save it for Monday. Can't find Blue. Blue's gone missing. Oof. Is that to get you banned? Unbanned, sorry. Cosmic, have you managed to get in there as well, Cosmic? You get an unbanning from Blue Marbles. George is doing a job lot of unbannings, so he's going to have a word with Blue. See if we can get the list.
Cosmic was just blocked by George, so I don't think George is going to do Cosmic any favors.
Oh. What?
Yep.
He's got Cosmic in his name as well. And George likes surfing.
I know.
Or water skiing.
Go figure.
I don't know about surfing. Maybe that. More of a water skier.
Wakeboarding, maybe? I don't know.
What's this? Wow. New Orleans is -3 foot. That, it must be quite low, that. And Stark Odders put that thing back out again. If plotted on a spherical baseline. I advise everybody now, if you want to do a video on YouTube or wherever, title it Spherical Baseline. Do a music track, title it Spherical Baseline. There's not many out there on the internet. And people will definitely be Googling it pretty soon. I mean, how can they not? One of the main proofs of a globe. Welcome to the globe, says Blue Marble Science with his elevation profile that isn't a spherical baseline. And that's how they know that the baseline should be sphericalized. Because when Blue Marble draws an elevation profile of a horizontal line on a graph, that tells you that you need to sphericalize your baseline. Welcome to the globe, says Blue Marble Science, with his unspherical-ized baseline elevation profiles of a horizontal line. That rolls off the tongue, that. Maybe it's more funnier to me than it is to anyone else. That's good. It's comedy night, I'm guessing. Maybe it's just comedy for me. Did the Illuminati go? Did someone ban the Illuminati? Grave consequences. Look at that as well. George was posting his memes over there the other day at Blue Marble Sciences. Him and Sleeping Warrior. You'd have thought they were best mates. I think I had a picture that George posted. Let's have a look. When I was over at Blue Marble Sciences. Here we go. George is in the YouTube chat right now saying this guy here that he posted a meme for, saying, I rest my case. He's an idiot, but he served his purpose, George, when you were teaming up with him the other day. When I was over there at Blue Marble Sciences Discord server. You weren't posting it to anybody or anything. There was a new person in there at Blue Marble Sciences and he saw you post this. I think he thought you were a flat earther, George, because this definitely looks like... What's the case that you're resting, George? Oh, where's Wally's doing it as well? Yeah, I think that's... He was posting that over at Blue Marble Sciences Discord server. That's the sort of stuff Blue Marble has, people posting in his Discord server. Kevlar. Oh, I must have mistaken you for another George. That George uses Sleeping Warriors memes. Yeah. George Khan with George. Maybe that was Khan that was posting them. Maybe Khan robbed his phone off him for a bit.
You can't trust those German shepherds.
Yeah. Did you? Maybe it was when you were ill, George. Maybe you had a bit of a fever when you were posting these. For the people that can't see contradictions, it's a good job because they're full of them. Absolutely full of them. Starkadder and Wally, they're all after the spherical baselines. Right, what time is it? 20 to 11. I need to get off and prepare for tomorrow. I've only got 24 hours. Got a hot date. Sorry about the short light tonight, everybody. I've not been able to prepare anything because what I am going to have to prepare for tonight and what I wanted to go over. I'm going to be talking to I Can Science That tomorrow about it.
Is that going to be on his channel or your channel, Bev?
Well, 8 o'clock tomorrow, usual. I will be here. And then I'm going to go over to his channel to go and do it on Streamlabs. But I'll be doing it on my channel as well.
Okay.
I'll just put it out on my channel live. I don't think there'll be a break, actually. I'll just go straight from here over there.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Anybody got any final words? Anything you want to say? And I'll try and get these music sorted, so. We've not had a 5-sided square for a bit, have we? No, nobody want to say anything? Lovely. Okay. Thank you very much. Join us tomorrow where there will be a double header. There will be a Free for All Fridays and also going to have a chat with I Can Science That, where we will science the shit out of a water level. Or attempt to, anyway. I'll do my best. Oh, thanks for joining us. Bit of a strange.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Oh. Okie dokie. See you later. Back tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Hey, let me just hold on. Let me just stop you here before you go any further, guys. You know, you said about the 5-sided square. Just to clarify, so if you want to make a clarification now, because there are people in the chat that will probably jump all over that and try to make some kind of stupid video, retarded video about it. So
I'm a 5-sided square earther.
You know, in order to clarify what you've just said, then you might just need to back that up somehow.
Yeah, no problem. So the 5-sided square is possible on a shape that...
A square on the surface of a sphere could have 3 sides,
5-sided square,
4 sides, or 5 sides.
It probably has a more technical name for it, but
5-sided square
appears as though it's almost like
a square or a solid square.
A square.
5-sided square.
Just a square.
5-sided square.
I got your numbers right here.
5-sided square.
It's just as easy as 1, 2, 3.
5-sided square.
You have to open your mind.
3 sides, 4 sides, or 5 sides.
Imagination is all you need.
5-sided square.
Don't take advice from fools.
5-sided square.
Everything that they say is in vain.
If you want to define a square is...
Never take advice from fools.
You could make a 5-sided square.
What they do is in vain.
Before you go any further, guys, you know you said about the 5-sided square. Just to clarify,
If you want to define a square is an object that has only 90-degree internal angle.
Actually, slightly random point, but then if you're into math, there's a certain shape where you could make a 5-sided square.
Give us the definition then of a square.
5-sided square.
Everything is relative to you.
It means a solid square, I mean a solid
Absolutely.
You just have to say it in generality.
4 sides or 5 sides.
Just like those straight lines curving.
You could make a 5-sided square.
Drive down the road, don't you ever swerve.
5-sided square.
I don't know.
5-sided square.
It probably has a more technical...
All of this goes.
I'm a 5-sided square earther.
Never take advice from fools.
5-sided square.
Everything that they say is in vain.
But you could make a 5-sided square with 90
Never
degrees.
take advice from fools.
5-sided square earther.
Everything that they do is in vain.
five-sided square earther.
Did he say a five-sided square? Question mark.
Spherical access, and that is a good way of working out that we do indeed live on a globe.
Give us the definition of a square, please, people. Come on.
It's a lot more complicated than spherical,
Don't be stalling.
Five-sided square.
isn't it? Bill?
I'm a five-sided square earther.
Five-sided square.
I know the game that you're playing.
It's a lot more complicated than spherical.
I know exactly what's on your mind.
Five-sided square.
You got your playbook, it's alright.
Five-sided square is
Your
possible.
model dictates what you will find.
Five-sided square.
And I don't know.
If you put a flat piece of paper, well, it wouldn't be flat, you'd have to bend it,
All
obviously.
of this goes.
But you can make a five-sided square with 90 degrees.
Advice from fools.
But you can make a five-sided square with 90 degrees.
In vain.
Five-sided square.
Never take advice from fools. We all know what they do is in vain.
Five-sided square.
Square in spherical geometry could have 3 sides,
Five-sided square.
4 sides, or 5 sides.
If you're into math, there's a certain shape
Five-sided square.
where you could make a five-sided square.
Just give us the definition of a square in spherical geometry.
I don't think that. What's the point?
It's pretty flat and level.